I figured I'd make this video for you guys to put everything in perspective because honestly, we make a lot of crazy things here on the channel and I don't eat like that 95% of the time. I know you know that, but I want the person next to you to know that too. You don't have to eat fancy all the time. I'm just making coffee. We're starting the day off with coffee and I do have a hand grinder. You don't need to see this. We did it. We ground the coffee. All that for that. I'm doing a pour over coffee. I enjoy pour over. The taste is really nice and clean. I have multiple ways of making coffee, but today we're doing a pour over. I forgot to dump the preheated stuff out. I'm no James Hoffman. I feel like you can make a half decent cup of coffee. We're gonna do some water now. Then the water is actually gonna be measured in ounces, which now that I think about it is totally wrong. Why wouldn't I just keep it with whatever? It's gonna take about 12 minutes to make coffee. I'll just bring you over here so you can see the coffee. Yeah, so simple, so delicious. We're gonna do 2 pours in there, so that way you let one go down and then all the grounds kind of stay level, so you can see all the grounds are kind of nice and level there. Then you do the second pour. It's super fancy. I know I didn't come up with this method, but I wish I did. I would be super cool if I did. This is what I mean by the second pour. You can see the grinds right there, right? You can see that they're kind of moving up a little bit. This is when I add my second round of water and turn on the scale first, because I only want 7 ounces of water. The battery is dead. Of course it's dead. We'll just eyeball it. We're just gonna guess. This might be either a very strong cup of coffee or a very weak cup of coffee. I have some amount of water in here that I need new batteries for the scale because I actually use my scale all the time. Squeeze out every last bit of life. It's time for coffee. I do measure out my half and half. I'm doing like 2 tablespoons, which is 1 serving of half and half, which is 40 calories. We're gonna do a sick coffee pour. You ready? Oh my God! Oh God, it's full. That was very close. Oh yeah. Oh, that's like lifeblood. And that's breakfast. We have second breakfast in a little bit. Second breakfast is coming, but first we have to do something else. Trust me, you didn't want to be there for that. So I typically don't actually eat breakfast this early, and it's like 8:30 in the morning. I try to have breakfast around 10 or 11 a.m. just so that way then I have my workout and the day kind of goes on. So I'm gonna get some work done before I show you what breakfast is, and I'm actually really excited for breakfast, so I'm gonna get some stuff done first. Why is this in Spanish? I'm trying to get a clip for this video, and apparently I was watching Konosuba in Spanish. When did that happen? I've been editing for maybe about 2 hours now. I'm starving. I'm gonna go make some breakfast, and I have a little special treat that I wanna show you guys. I'm excited for this. This, my friends, is the last bagel from my favorite bakery. They're just going on vacation for like a week, and so am I, so there's this weird overlap period of like 12 days where I can't get a bagel. And honestly, I'm very glad that they can take a vacation because small mom and pop shops can't do that very often, so good on you guys. I'm looking forward to more bagels when you get back. I'm gonna make the most jank bagel sandwich you have ever seen. I eat this pretty much every day that they're open. Hit the bagel setting, boom, good. Now for protein, I like to have some egg whites. Yes, these are just egg whites in a carton, because that's how we do it here in the US. I'm also just gonna spray down this bowl, 5 egg whites, because I ate half of this yesterday. A little pinch of salt. Sorry, Papa Gordon, salt's going in right now. Lid on it, and you know what's happening. What is this? Oh my God, this is fish from like 2 days ago. I 100% forgot that I put shrimp in there. That's kind of embarrassing. You know what's not embarrassing is microwaving your egg whites for breakfast. Egg whites are done. This is the easiest breakfast. I mean, look at that, 2 minutes. Yeah, this should be ready. Look at that, steamed. Oh, that's actually not, that's not ready yet. Well, that's finishing up. This is another thing that I like to do, and that's just some Greek yogurt. I'm gonna do like 100 grams worth of Greek yogurt. There's really not that much. Now to this though, I'm adding in some hummus, and I'm using Sabra. You don't have to use store-bought hummus, but it's still really good. Gonna do like the 2 tablespoon portion worth of that. Gonna mix this all up. Little, you know? And our bagel is done. A little toasty bagel. I'm gonna take some of this. This is I love eating it like this. A little bit of my Greek yogurt kind of hummus mixture right on both sides of my bagel. I also had some leftover green onion from a previous video. Yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle some of that on there. Our egg whites are officially done. Look at this. Boom, delicious. Gonna take this, I'm gonna fillet this thing in half. Gonna pop it right on there. Open faced, because it's fancy.
Nice throw!
Now my one regret is I have run out of ketchup and I ran out of kimchi. I ran out of a lot. What I like to do is make sure that I eat this first so this can cool down because that is piping hot. Make sure you get your water in. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. stuff. Drink your water, okay? Now it's time for my favorite part, the bagel. I'm gonna be going to my workout in like 2 hours, so I try not to have anything too heavy. Hot. Oh, yeah. Kind of like warm Greek yogurt hummus thing underneath it. It's so creamy. Oh yeah. I feel like I inhaled that bagel and this is what it came out to. That was like 70 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, 50 grams of protein, just about 570 calories if you guys care. Yes, I do track everything every single day and I decide to have one of my bagels as my carbohydrate sacrifice because I love those bagels. So lunch is always a little interesting. It's always kind of janky. Most of the stuff is kind of janky that I eat throughout the day. Oh God. That was a bagel. Over there. So I have 2 hours before my workout, which means I have about 4 hours before my next meal, which is gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be weird. We have a lot of editing to do, but I still need to get to the gym. So we're gonna have the pre-gym meal that I typically have, which is pretty sad. This is when I have my second coffee for the day, and this is actually a cold brew that I had made yesterday, and then just a splash of half and half, because I have to have half and half with my coffee. That's delicious. That's good. Now I normally don't actually have anything before my workout because we had breakfast not too long ago, but I have this little quarter piece of a cinnamon roll that I got from the same bakery I got the bagels from. There's no way that I'm not eating this right now. She makes one of the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my life. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna regret that, but it was worth it. I'm not gonna bore you with my workout, but I basically picked things up, put them down, went for a walk, and then went to the store to grab a few provisions.
So this isn't the best choice of food, but you know, it's a little late in the day. It's like 3 p.m. and I'm finally eating lunch, so tastes like cookie dough chalk. And a bottle of this strawberry basil kombucha. Those flavors absolutely do not work together. Do not recommend both of these at the same time. This is good though. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You can't eat fancy all the time, let's be honest.
After that Quest bar and the kombucha, I'm like, I need some real food because that doesn't last that long. So I'm just gonna make something with some leftovers that I have laying around because leftovers are always used in this house. I have some bell peppers and some onions and some chicken and some beef stock. I want you to guess. What do you think I'm gonna be making with whatever this is? Boom, bell peppers, ready. All right, let's go over to the stove. Let me take you over there. This is actually leftover homemade butter from the League of Legends feast. Throw in all of our onion and then all of our bell pepper. I'm just cooking everything at one time. Magical time lapse, let's get this cooked. A little bit of salt, fresh cracked pepper. And then I have some leftover mole from the battle I had with onigiri. That took all of, I don't know, 6 minutes to make, maybe. That's it. Into that pan, more Pantheon butter. And then a whole bunch of chicken breast. A little salt, oh that's a lot of salt. A little pepper, a little stir over here. This is what I like to call a power move, okay? See all this veggie right here? This, yeah, we're just gonna, that's it. We're just making weeknight dinners, guys. This is literally what I eat in a day. A little stir action. This is where the magic happens, friends. Big old pile of this, chicken and vegetable. Take some of the mole, right on. Yeah, baby, look at that. That's leftovers. I got some tortillas and I got my water. This is dinner. It's super simple. I'm actually saving most of my carbohydrates for dessert, which you will be very surprised about. Actually, I'm just gonna do one of these, you know? Chicken mole taco, come on. That's phenomenal. I worked with a Mexican chef who had said, if the tacos are bad, but the salsa is good, the tacos are good. If the tacos are good, but the salsa is bad, the tacos are bad. That mole, put it on anything. You just rub it all over me. Maybe don't do that. We're to come back with dessert. You can't even guess. Actually, try to guess what I'm having for dessert. You have no idea. Okay, listen, I eat some weird stuff when I just have to feed myself. So in this container, I have 1/2 scoop of whey protein, because that's all I got left. We have 1 scoop worth of peanut butter powder, 1/2 scoop of whole milk. Stir this magical concoction up. We don't want it too loose. We don't want it too tight. It sounds very dirty. A nice pinch of pumpkin seed. Then, about 1 tablespoon worth of chocolate chips. Now listen, you can have whatever you want, whenever you want. I won't hate, but this is amazing. It's like a pseudo Reese's peanut butter cup on a caramel rice cake. Get a nice schmear, you know? Wanna make sure it's nice and even, okay? And then the coup de grace, whipped cream. Yeah, out of the can. This is my dessert. I love these. And that's what I eat in a day.